Tonight's theme is about thoughts are like the wind. So thoughts, things that come to our mind, maybe judgments, opinions, viewpoints, beliefs, things that just, pop up in our head. They are thoughts, and it's like the wind. They come, they go. We may analyze something, and then it can move along. Tonight's invitation is to consider that thoughts are like mental events. They are not permanent. They don't stay there forever. There are some days you have good thoughts, some days you have bad thoughts. By and large, they just come and go. And I would like to invite you to observe how transient thoughts are. And that means we don't have to cling on to everything that comes to our mind. We don't have to believe everything that comes to our mind. We don't have to act on everything that comes to our mind. And that's very important to know that, because sometimes thoughts can just carry a lot of stress. They bring a lot of stress to us. And so the invitation is to consider that, we don't have to, cling on to thoughts and judgment about ourselves. So thoughts are like the wind. They come, they go, they blow away. So in our practice, we can choose to sit, stand, or lie down. Or if you wish, sometimes people one day would just want to get up and just walk around or just listening. So whatever that works for you right this moment. Sometimes you can stay still, and sometimes you feel like you need to move, but you really, your best effort, you still feel like you need to move. It's also okay. So usually I will close my eyes, but you can choose to close your eyes or just keep them open. So settling into a posture that is comfortable for you, as best as you can, sitting upright, because it allows us to stay alert and awake, mindful. It's easier to practice mindfulness. So feeling the supports that you get, the contact of the bum on the chair, on the mat, or on the bed. Now if you're standing, and feeling the weight of the body on your 2 feet. And then feeling the body, acknowledging its presence, acknowledging that you are here in this present moment, perhaps sitting up or lying down or standing. Just being very conscious and aware of how you are carrying yourself. Are you sitting up straight, or you bending, hunching? Yeah, as best as you can, if you could, just keep your chest wide open. Then noticing how you've positioned your legs. Are they stretched out in front of you, or are you sitting cross-legged? And where are your hands? Are they on the lap? So being mindful that where you're placing your arms, your hands. So just shifting out of that normal mode of autopilot, just coming to the present moment, being here. Maybe there are a lot of thoughts that are coming through the mind, judging, analyzing, thinking. So just noticing what the mind is up to. Just acknowledging that there are thoughts there. And maybe there are no particular thoughts, and just acknowledging that, okay, I'm feeling calm and at peace, not thinking about anything in particular. And if you wish, bringing the mind, the attention to the breath. Whenever you're breathing in, breathing out. Noticing how the body works along as you're inhaling and exhaling. You tend to take short breaths and a long exhale, or maybe short inhale and a short exhale. So the request is not to feel like you need to breathe in any particular way, or that you need to be in any particular state of mind. All you need to do is just to acknowledge how you're feeling right now. Maybe you're feeling good, or you're not feeling so good, or feeling tired. So in mindfulness, we just acknowledge what's here for us right now. And so whatever thoughts that may be coming through the mind, imagine yourself as like an observer, just watching the thoughts coming across on the movie screen. Thoughts about what to do tomorrow, thoughts about what to do after this session, what to eat, what time to sleep. Just notice these thoughts without needing to act on them. And even if the thought says, I need to open my eyes, you can choose not to open the eyes. You can just watch that thought and let it be. So watching thoughts like a third party. And what are you noticing about these thoughts? Do they come and go? Are they transient? Or maybe they keep repeating? While doing that, also anchoring the attention on the breath, using that as the anchor point. And if for some reason the breath is not comfortable for you, you can choose to feel a particular part of the body, like your belly, or your feeling the weight of the body on the chair. That's more grounding for you. And if you're noticing the mind is very busy, or seems very busy, and it's really rattling you, the invitation is to just watch, not react, not needing to believe everything that comes through the mind. So noticing if thoughts are like the wind, blowing in, blowing out, different speed, maybe different temperature. Now, if you're finding any thoughts are too unpleasant, you can choose to bring the mind back to the breath, to a part of the body that feels resourceful for you. And choose to take your mind away from thoughts and just focus on the breath. As you're breathing it in, the belly contracting, breathing out, noticing the movement of the belly. And now, I'd like to invite you to bring to mind something or someone whom you're really grateful for. Just bringing to mind that person, visualizing that person, or imagining that person is just next to you. And expressing gratitude to that person, as conveying a sense of gratefulness. May you be well, may you be healthy. And thank you for being here for me. And I'll read you this poem as you think about this person. It's called The Windy Day by Annette Wynne. The wind was very bad that day. It blew my brand new hat away. It blew and blew and blew. It should have found some better things to do. Perhaps the sailor on the sea wanted that wind that pestered me. But the wind just stayed around and blew my things about. When he was through, he went and hid himself away. Never came again that day. So our thoughts are like the wind. And just in the last few moments of this practice, I'm just sending gratitude to yourself for being here, staying in the practice. And when you're ready, allowing the eyes to open, taking in the room, the space again that you are in. And so that's the end of tonight's practice.